neighbor of mine gave me to fix. This is going to be kind of general to-do list on when you first bring your equipment out for the springtime, assuming you didn't do anything in the fall to maintenance it. Typical, it may start, it may not. If it does, it quickly dies. So this is just going to be pretty common. So 5/16. We're going to see what we have here. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. With the exception of oil, I'm going to be putting these in too. Need air filter, new brakes and traction, spark plug. Just kind of start your year off right. So now we're going to need a 3/8, maybe a vice grips, and a wrench or socket. Okay. So all these are not special tools, so anyone can really do this. The oil is pretty clean. Looks like it's pretty much replaced recently, or maybe just hasn't been used very much to begin with. It's a tad low. However, the dipstick wasn't screwed in all the way, so I think, considering how much oily sludge is here, I think it might have just not been put on all the way and just kind of leaked out or erupted out when you're using it. So this has the spring on it, so it's an auto choke, which makes sense. There's no primer. Just to make sure we don't lose it, I like to take this spring off, because this spring likes to go for a walk. And also 1/4 inch. This is something you don't want to use any type of power tool on. You always want to do this one by hand. The section on the carburetor this screws into is pretty thin, and even like a weak little impact driver like this one is not, it will have more than enough power to break it, let's just put it that way. And because this is auto choke, I don't want to say the gasket in between here and the carburetor is not important, but it's not nearly as of a functional piece as it is on a version that has a primer bulb. It's the same gasket, but it's not the same function for it. At least not all function. Gas, what do we have for gas? Very, very little. Whew, and that smells real bad. Okay. So, let us take our white cup here that has a whole bunch of nastiness, pour that out. Half inch, so unloosen. You don't need the white cup, obviously. You could use anything, a towel, doesn't really matter. You just want to have something there to kind of help collect it, because the gasoline can discolor your duck. Oh wow, nothing was on there. It's still on there. Pretty good. I don't want to say that's a bad sign, but when that jet nut is that hard to get out, it probably means there's some type of corrosion in there. Oh. Hopefully that was just dirt from underneath the bowl. And of course, you're never going to keep all or get all the gas, so it will always fall. It's pretty but dirty and full of water. I can see it already. Oh yeah, there's garbage in there. That's not from anything else. Okay, so if you hear some noise in the background, apparently someone has to do laundry right now. But there's some nasty gas in there. I kind of want to just drain the rest of it out. I'll do that. So usually, I would say we should put this in the ultrasonic cleaner, but not everyone has one. So what I'm going to do is kind of like anyone would do that doesn't have one. I'm going to blow this out. I mean, I hope most people have an air compressor. And with any type of wire, this is just from like just like a wire brush. Shove that in the center, clean that out nice and good. You don't want to egg it out though, that's important. So you don't want to really do a lot of damage, or any damage really. And through the sides, just kind of push it through. The sides aren't really too temperamental, it's usually just that main jet. So if you can put your air compressor, your air gun in there, and press it down a bit, and hear the air going through, you're probably okay. There are occasions when there's just enough air going through it makes that noise, so you think you're good, but make sure when you look down there it's a perfectly round hole. Looks like it is. Looks like we're coming to the end on that one. We're going to put that there. This is just some of the trash that was in there. Be interested to see what is in the tank. But let's grab a hand towel. Clean towel, of course. And just kind of wipe all this stuff off. I like doing inside and out because later I'm going to wash my hands to kind of keep them from contaminating anything. And if you can have a clean bowl on the outside as well, it's just lessen the risk of transferring that dirt somewhere else. So now that we're done with that, blow it out again. Now, as you can see, perfectly clean. You can get some carb cleaner and spray it, but I'm not really a fan of carb cleaner. Something you can do, I'd recommend as well. At least on this particular one, Hondas are the same way. There's these little ports on the side. Go ahead and just spray through them as well. I'd probably do that after the gas done. I didn't think it was going to blow all the way through, but I guess one of them does. If you let me see gas draining, I'll bring it back once it's done. Okay, that's all done. Now, just try to get it clean. Pull that out. Pull that in here. There we go. Seal. Tighten that down. Make sure that we have a good contact everywhere. Decent. Now, we'll put a little bit of fuel in there. Let's see here. A little bit more. And while you guys are off, I took my air compressor hose, shoved the end in there, and I blew out the tank thoroughly because all the dirt and whatnot that I found. And that should be a good quarter of a tank. No leaking. Okay, I think we're pretty safe to continue. So, when you do this, you want to make sure that this arm moves freely. It should not be constricted at all. If you don't, then it will either be always off or always on. Probably always on. And then, when you put this little spring back on, which is a little torque, the choke should always be on. I don't like that. Let's take that back off. Take this back off. There's this little arm in there that likes to get dislodged in the way, so sometimes you have to kind of lodge it back into the right spot. No, I still don't like that. You might have to take off the whole cover. I really don't want to, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes is not right. We're going to take it off. So we'll take these 3 bolts. To take off the dipstick too. The dipstick is back here, is the same bolt. Take it out. Lift it out. Put it back in so the dirt and whatnot doesn't get stuck in there. And the extension is going to be your friend on this one because the 3/8 back there. It's a little hard to get to unless you have one. These are easy though. And then 2 more back here. Now, we're just gonna move this out of the way right there. Oh, I see what happened. Let me bring you in a little closer. Okay, so here we are. This is the arm. Hear that noise? See how it's hitting this? What happens is the exhaust gets warm. A little spring pushes this arm forward and opens the choke. It is bent, so no matter what we're going to be doing, we'd have to take this off. So we need to bend this a little bit that way. That way it's, and you can tell everything is easily moving. There's no obstruction. Looks like this cable has seen better days. It still works. Okay, well, let me go ahead and put the cover back on, and then we'll put the air filter and spark plug. I'll bring you guys back for that, but I'll be right back. Okay, so got all that done, and the washer's kicking in high gears everywhere. Now we're going to put the cover on for the air filter housing, or I guess it might be the air filter housing actually. I put these 2 in first. Right here is the crankcase vent. There's a little rubber piece here, just kind of align with it. Put that in first, and then align your screws. And there we are. Push it in. Now, well, I'm not saying it's not important to be careful how much torque you put on these. You can have a little extra leeway on this one because, like I said, it doesn't require the prime. It wouldn't require the prime. If in any section this is bowed, the prime, the charge coming from the primer bulb will lose itself, and you will never get enough pressure on the bowl to actually shoot the fuel up. How it works is you push it, goes up through this little cavity on the side, goes into the bowl, gas then goes up through the emulsion tube into the throat, and then your mower picks that up. This one does not. This one just has a choke. So the gasket right there is mainly just for making sure that you have efficiency and you're not inhaling dirt or whatnot. More efficient air cleaning, I should say. Now I'm going to put this in here. Now, we're taking out the spark plug. Yeah, it's not horrible, but we'll still still replace it. These are cheap anyway, and just kind of a good insurance policy. And it's gapped at 30 thousandths already. You don't want to over crank on that because you just strip that out. It's a limited head. Okay, now we're pretty much done except for this piece. And then we'll add a little oil. There's enough in it to run, but I just want to make sure it runs first. Brings up a point. When you put oil in these, the actual manual says straight 30, I believe. Hondas, I think, say 1030. I put 1030 in everything because where I live, it is a little cooler, and there is occasions when we'll have to use this in a cooler time of year, like fall, for instance, when I'm sucking up leaves. Not necessarily for mowing my lawn, but mainly just to sit and suck up the leaves. So I like to have the 1030 in there just because it can be ran throughout the year, and it's not any more expensive than just like straight 30 weight. It's actually kind of hard to find straight 30 weight. They don't really call for that too often anymore. Okay, so let me put you down. We'll start her up, and then we'll look at the blade and we'll put the oil in there, and we'll be set. We'll be right back. Okay, so it's on the ground. Let's give her a pull. Let's see what we have. That sounds pretty successful to me. We'll put a little oil in there. Let me flip her on its side, and we'll take a look at the blade. I'm not going to show that. I mean, I have blade sharpening videos already. So yeah, this should be pretty much it. This is how you kind of make sure or get your lawnmower running after a winter of hibernation and fuel inside of it, without any specialized tools. If you like what you see, keep on watching, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see everyone later, and have a good rest of your day.